You guys know I'm too cheap. I'm too cheap to waste chalk. So, over to the point. Made a video in which I explained I was drinking a gallon of milk. Had a bunch of people go, Jason, aren't you lactose intolerant? The answer is no. I mean, I've been saying for years I don't seem to be lactose intolerant. So pretty much any sort of nut butters, oats, rice, bananas are easy foods to bulk up on really easily on a budget. And before someone says milk, first of all, I'm a vegan, guys, and the majority of the world is lactose intolerant. Over 50% of the population has no business drinking milk anyways. If you're lactose intolerant, you shouldn't be drinking it. It's unhealthy for you. When people make statements like this, and he made it in my video on the meta-analysis of milk, and let's keep in mind, guys, I'm not even promoting drinking milk because I'm lactose intolerant. I can't drink milk. I can't drink milk. And by the way, I don't drink milk. I don't want people to think that I'm making a massive pro-milk rant here, because at least half the people in the world can't safely drink milk because we're lactose intolerant. I'm in that group. I drink a glass of milk. You don't want to be in the same room with me. I don't want to be in the same room with me. 2 glasses of milk and I make myself gag. All right, that's how bad my lactose intolerance is. You don't want to be my friend. You don't want to be in a room with me. You don't want to be in a house with me if I've been drinking milk. There's a lot of people who are that way. It's one reason we call protein powders fart powders, because most people can't tolerate lactose, and those powders are full of lactose. They make you fart, they give you gas, they give you diarrhea. Now, that cultured lactose, so for people like me who are lactose intolerant, you handle it really well. I don't get gas and things from that. If I carb load on milk, I'm lactose intolerant. I'm going to be shitting my brains out. I'm going to have gas and everything else. It's not going to work well for me. Because I can't drink Walmart protein or bulk powders or any of that stuff. They give me diarrhea. But it's because I'm personally lactose intolerant. Because only something like 15% of us are lactose intolerant. I happen to be in that group. It should be a concern for you if you just genetically don't tolerate it. But if you do and you want to drink milk, then by all means do so. I'm personally lactose intolerant. I don't drink it. The only way I would drink milk again is if I had enemies and I didn't have a firearm and I needed to devastate my enemies and get locked in a room with them. I'd drink some milk and I'd kill everybody in the room with my horrific gas. Because it's pretty bad. Like, my lactose intolerance is pretty obvious. And blood working towards it, I don't have any right now. Probably the combination of this with the whole milk. I drink a whole gallon every day. I don't get any gas, any bloating. Zero, none. Agenda, I don't have one here. You know why? I can't drink milk. I'm lactose intolerant. All right? I can't drink milk, or you can't be in the same room with me. I won't have any friends. I won't have any loved ones around. No one wants to be around me when I drink milk. Let me make that clear. So I'm not saying this so that I can drink milk. I am one of the unlucky ones who can't do it. I had admitted after 5 years of training that it gave me diarrhea. And if it's giving me diarrhea, I'm clearly intolerant, and it's not something I should be putting in my body. It's hurting my gains in my health. Still have it. I am lactose intolerant. And I get gas. If I drink a couple glasses of milk or drink a protein shake, you don't want to be in a room with me 2 hours later. Now, a lot of people are going to point out, well, you've got the lactose intolerance issue, yeah. And people who are really lactose intolerant, like me, I can't drink milk. Me, diarrhea also. They give me gas and diarrhea as well. Is there any way to cure lactose intolerance, or any medication, supplements that will ease its symptoms temporarily? I'm lactose intolerant, but I love milk and would like to enjoy a couple of cups every once in a while. Also, I heard that consuming small amounts of milk over long periods of time might actually cause the body to gradually tolerate lactose. Is this true? No, the latter is absolutely not true. This is the sort of horseshit that people come up with who basically don't know what they're talking about, and they just want to hurt you and make you sick because they're stupid. And I'll just be blunt with that. Let's just be honest there. Now, that being said, if you chronically take in something that you have an intolerance to, in this case, you don't have the actual enzyme to digest it, no, you will over time cause yourself chronic health issues and problems as a result of it, even consuming the small amount. So no, you don't want to do that. All you're doing is maybe staying under an amount that your body can tolerate. You haven't increased your tolerance. And again, you're always riding an edge with that of having a problem. There is no cure for it. And this combination, for a lot of you out there who think that you're lactose intolerant, talking about, well, I couldn't do what you do, I'd be on the toilet all day. Well, you're probably not doing what I do. You think you're doing what I do because you went and didn't do anything to build your cultures up in your gut, right? You think you're doing what I do because you didn't build the cultures up in your gut with something like a yogurt first to make sure you have healthy gut flora, number one. Number two, you might be trying to drink a gallon of skim milk a day. Say you couldn't do what I do, you might want to make sure that you actually are talking about doing what I do, not what you think that I do. There's a big difference between the two, and this might help you. Something that would be helpful to a lot of you, and no, it's not just me making this up. There are people out there who are nutrition gurus who discuss this stuff. And that's how do we deal with certain amounts of lactose intolerance. And so people have pointed out to me, well, we think part of what you did was the reason that you don't have these issues. This is the sort of horseshit that people come up with who basically don't know what they're talking about and they just want to hurt you and make you sick because they're stupid. But all the probiotics and things that you ate, and there's a lot of different factors, and I've talked to various people I know, and someone even linked me some stuff that Lyle McDonald had written that actually matched very much with what I have done. And he's a very, very well respected guy in this whole industry as far as nutrition goes, and sports nutrition. And he has actually said that yogurt can actually offset these things, and it makes sense. This is the sort of horseshit that people come up with who basically don't know what they're talking about, and they just want to hurt you and make you sick because they're stupid. If I carb load on milk, I'm lactose intolerant. I'm going to be shitting my brains out. I'm going to have gas and everything else. It's not going to work well for me. I drink 2 glasses of that, and no one's going to want to be in a room with me for the rest of the day. But that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.